Proverbs chapter 20, verse 18.
For surely there is an end, and the expectation shall not be cut off. For surely there is an end, and your expectation shall not be cut short. For surely there may be an end. But scripture make you to understand that your expectation shall not be cut short. Creating your future. I want to begin by saying that it is only children that goes to the market and play. Why? The market is not a playing ground. It is only children that see themselves on this planet Earth and begin to play. Why? This earth is not a playing ground. Creating your future. The future is creatable. The desired future you wish for yourself, you create it. Don't just put your hand for things to happen, make things happen. Why? God has given to every man the capacity to build his future. For the thought I have for you, what is thought is what you think. Scripture said, for the what God thinks about you, Proverbs 29 verse 11. The thought he has for you, what he thinks about you. The thought I have for you is to give you a future. But the thing is that God said it is a thought, but you need to create the thought. He said to give you hope, to give you an expected end. So that expectation, you will create it yourself. For the earnest expectations of creations waited for the manifestations of the sons and the daughters of God. So nations are waiting for your expectation, your manifestation rather. They are waiting for your rising. They are waiting for your well-being. They are waiting for your manifestation. Child of God, you don't fold your hand for your future to happen. You create it. The future is creatable. The reason why many fail, the reason why many are poor, the reason why many suffer is because instead of them to create their future, they fold their hands for their future to happen. The future is creatable, child of God. Create it. You create your future. The reason why some of you under my voice, your ancestors, they failed. They were waiting for something to happen to them instead of them to make something happen. You don't wait for things to happen, you make things happen. There is the perfect way, there is a permissible way, there is a good way. You make them to happen. What qualified David? He said some time ago I killed a lion. Some time ago I killed bear. So if I could kill the Goliath, of which I believe I am qualified to kill him, therefore I become a king. The future. The future is bright. The future is available. You need to create it. See that? For there may be an end of uncertainty in life. But I want to make you understand that the future is creatable. The future is creatable, child of God, create it. There is an end. He said, but your expectation cannot become short. Jeremiah chapter 27, 29 verse 11. The thought I have for you. So it is a thought that God has for us. He has already made you know his plan and his thoughts. It's for you to have a brighter future. Then that brighter future, you need to create it. You need to create it. You need to create it. For Jesus Christ prayed. He said, we teach the disciple how to pray. He gathered the disciple, I will teach you how to pray. My Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom in heaven, let it come to this earth. So even before you go to God, there are two ways through which God meets a man. There are two ways of encounter. It's either you meet with God or God meets with you. So if God has not met with you, you go and meet with God. If God has not located you, you locate God. For the woman with an issue of blood, he said, God have not located with me, I will locate God. God have not touched with me, I need to touch God. Listen, child of God, Daniel made us to understand that God has not, he said, I need to move God. God, the message you sent has not been made available for me. I will move you with prayer. Listen, child of God, your desire future is creatable. Listen, child of God, your desire future is creatable. No man can do it except you are available. No man can do it without your interest. So your success in life is rooted in your interest. Until you are interested in rising, no man can help you. Not even angels can help you. Create your future. Oh, Pakaliba Sigada Shakata. Create it. Job chapter 8 verse 7, though your beginning may be small, you say, but your future will be prosperous. Romans chapter 8 verse 18, I consider that our present suffering can never be compared with the future that is ahead of us. So there is a future ahead of you. In Matthew chapter 6 verse 34, he said, therefore do not worry about tomorrow. He said, let your tomorrow, your future, take care of itself. Let your future, you don't worry about the future, you create it. Listen, start small, but dream big. In life, you may start small, but side of God, you need to dream big. Why? The future is created by those that have big dreams. The future is created by good and big dreamers. Big dreamers. Big dreamers. Big dreamers. We made there is an adage in Okpe that says, "Ikeretio low, but I will pay him all day." If you don't understand, you say, that essence during dry season, how would they say, and when they fly, when it get light, that's what we call a carrot in Okwe. He said it get light too. He said, but they're not the user they see. So many futures, they are carriers of light, but they are not manifesting. So many people that are supposed to be riding on horses, they are trekking. And the Bible says, I have seen an error on this planet Earth. Those that are supposed to be shining, those that are supposed to be smiling, they are crying. Those that are supposed to be succeeding, why are they poor? It's going to make you understand. A singularity is this, because they fail to create their future. Failure defeats losers, and the same failure energizes winners. Failure in life defeats losers, and the same failure that defeats losers energizes what? Winners. So the reason why they lose was because the energy of their failure, they allowed the energy of their failure to be more bigger than them. And the reason why the winner they won was because their winning spirit was bigger than the energy of failure. Child of God, don't let fear of the unknown capture your desire for your future. If you must succeed in life, do not allow the fear of the unknown capture your desire for the future. Embrace every possibility that will launch you into the future. Every possibility, I mean. Why? Change will not come if you wait for it. Change will only come if you act on it. Change will not come if you wait for it. But change will only come if you act on it. The Bible said, not the Bible rather, the second law of motion states that a body will remain in a constant position unless force is acted on it. There are some certain situations in life, the Bible said in the beginning it was not so. If it was not so, you need to change it. If it was not so, you need to make it how it's supposed to be. Child of God, dreaming is how we prepare for the future. So where you are now, you must start dreaming. Why? The past shows you what you have done, why the future shows you what you need to do. The past shows you what you have done, but the future shows you what you need to do. So there are some certain things that you need to do for you to enjoy your desired future. There are some certain things for you to do, for you to launch into your desired future. There are some certain things, child of God, for you to do, for you to launch into your expected future. So you create your future by yourself and for yourself. You don't wait for a man to create your future. If you wait for somebody to create your future, you will be wasted like a chicken. Create your future. Create it. Create it. Why? The best way to predict your future is by creating it. Nobody knows tomorrow. That is a faith man language. There are people that knows that tomorrow. Nobody knows tomorrow is a faith man mentality and language. Your preparation for your future gives you buoyancy and confidence and hope that yes, you have a brighter future. Do you know what? Before David killed Goliath, he knew that he had the ability to Goliath. When Saul asked him, what is giving you this confidence? He said, I know I will kill him. Saul said, why? He said, I killed him some time ago. I killed lion some time ago. So this uncircumcised field, he now insulted him even. I will kill him. I will cut off his head. Child of God, the future is creatable. It's only faith people that do not know their future. Those that really prepared for the future, they knew their future. So one of the best way for predicting your future is by what you do on your daily routine. I told us success is rooted on what you do day by day. Your greatness in life is rooted by what you do day by day. So your failure in life is rooted by what you do, and as well by what you fail to do on a daily basis. Now listen, you don't go back and change the past, but you can stand and do something about your future. You can't go back to change your past, but you can change your future. You can't go back to change your past, but child of God, you can change your future. You may have inherited some of your past, but when it comes to your future, you don't inherit it, you create it. You may have inherited some of your past, but for your future, you create your future, you don't inherit future. Child of God, for you to have a desired future, number one, you speak your future to your future. You must know how to talk your future to your future. You talk your future into existence. You talk your future into a reality. You talk your future into manifestation. Why? There are power in your tongue. So you don't need to wake up and begin to complain about your future. You talk your future into existence. You talk your future when God created the heavens and the earth, and God saw that there were darkness on the surface of the earth, and water everywhere, and God talked the light into existence. He said, let there be light, and there was light. And the Bible said, and God saw that all that he created was good. There are men that thought their future. Before David killed Goliath, he did not kill Goliath with his sword, he killed Goliath with his tongue. He said, you uncircumcised Philistines, today I will kill you with you, I will kill you, I will cut off your head with your sword, I will give it to the fowlers of the air, I will give it to the beasts of the field. Even when the brother Eliab was about to jump down on him, he took his future. So child of God, one of the ways to experience a brighter future, you need to talk your future to your future. Romans chapter 10 verse 10. For with the heart man believeth unto righteousness, but with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. That is to say, even with your heart, without your mouth, you can't be saved. You can't be saved. You talk your future. Speak it into reality. Keep saying it. Talk it. Why? Our words can create beautiful things. And our words, or your words, can as well destroy beautiful things. That is why you must be mindful and careful of what you see. What you say with your mouth. Why? Your words can create beautiful things, and at the same time your words can destroy beautiful things. Your words can create your future, and your words can destroy your future. What many are expressing today was because of what they say, and what many are expressing or we experience in the future was because of what they say or somebody said about them. Your words. Keep saying it, Romans chapter 4, verse 17. And call those things which we are not as though they were. Call those things which we are not as though they were. That is when faith comes into place. The substance of sin. Hope for. You hope it. Then as soon as you hope it, you call it. You are trekking now. Call your car into manifestation. You are living in a room apartment. Call your 4-bedroom duplex into manifestation. Call your visa into manifestation. You are married. Call your baby into manifestation. There are realms in God you enter. In fact, God did not create Christian to beg. We call it. We call certain things into existence. Your prosperity and your wealth, you call it into existence. Your lifestyle, you call it into existence. I can't be poor. I command wealth and riches to manifest in my life now. On daily basis, as soon as you wake up, call some certain things into existence. Call them into manifestation. So you need to speak your future to your future. Number 2, see your future to your future. See your future to your future. In Genesis chapter 13 verse 15, and God said, Abraham, all the land that you see, I give it. So the reason was that, the reason why many people were broke was because they have not seen abundance. You need to see it. Abraham, as much as you can see, I give unto you. See your desire future. See your marriage. See your wealth. See yourself already in America even when you are in Nigeria. See yourself controlling wealth even when you did not even have a naira in your bank account. See yourself happily married, strolling with your husband or your wife even when you are single. What do you see? What do you see? So you must see something unique about your future for you to get to your future. Why? Your sight is a bearing to your future. Your sight is a drive to your future. Your sight, what you see, energizes you into your future. What do you see? Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18. So, yet there is no vision, the people perish. So many destiny perish today because they have failed to see. And number 3, act your future to your future. Act your future. Do something. You saw yourself becoming a multi-billionaire. You do something. You can't fold your hand and expect to break out. Why? The future is not entrusted in the hands of weakling. The future can never be entrusted. God can trust you and place the future into the hand of a weak man or weaklings. Do something. I need a job. I need a job. I need a job. Yet your certificate is in your cupboard. You will die. And one thing about certificate, hey God, this life is really vanity. None of your son can inherit your certificate. Go and school in abroad and come back. As you die, your 10,000 degrees do what? Die. Nobody can use that result. You must act your future into your future. Proverbs chapter 10, when you read verse 10 and 11, say a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hand. Verse 11, he says, so shall poverty comes upon you, dives upon you, embrace you, overwhelm you, capture you, and capture your future. Poverty will come as a thief, overwhelm you, swallow you, bombard you, cage you, package you, and kill you. You must act your future, child of God. I want Amma, keep quiet. Amma, may we see. Can I shock you? Let the doings be private and let the success be public. Let your preparation be private and let the success advertise itself. I can make Amma, you know, be quiet. Make Amma see. You must act your future to your future. What are the fundamentals
for creating your future. Number one, be a risk taker.
One of the fundamentals for creating your future, if you must create your future, you must be a risk taker.
Of which David did not take the risk to kill Goliath. He would not have emerged the king of Israel. Even with the anointing on his head from God, he will die with the anointing. Did you know many people that died with the plan of God without manifesting? They die, they go grave with them. That's why I told us sometimes, it's not only your sin that will take you to hell. If you fail to succeed, ready to go to hellfire. You fail to make it, ready to go to hellfire. Can I shock you? There are some battles you must not fight when you are poor. There are some battles you must not fight when you are poor. There are some people you must not insult when you are poor. Even if somebody offend you and oppress you, go and prepare yourself, make money, come back and fight the battle. Even if somebody insults you, don't answer him. Just go and make money. When your balance, come and reply him. A poor man, you want to go to court with a rich man. Rich men don't go to court, they say they are lawyers. But poor man must always be in court. Imagine a poor man, you manage to have one village lawyer to be standing for you. Where you are having one village lawyer, a rich man will be having 10,000 lawyers. And there's no way one can beat two. Not to talk of one beat 1,000 or 10,000. So in life, there are some battles you must not fight when you are poor. In life, there are some questions you must not reply when you are poor. There are some insults you must not reply to when you are poor. That is why I told us that the best revenge is what? Is success. It is when you have succeeded, you come back and reply. There are what we call righteous reply. There are some battles in life you must not face when you are poor. There are some people you must not reply when you are poor. When you are poor. And one thing about it is that I replied to somebody this morning. No matter what people say about the church, what they say can stop the church to prosper. No matter what they say, no matter their attack cannot stop the kingdom blessings and prosperity upon the church. The more they talk, the more we become more famous. Why? You are not the one that makes me, so you can't condemn me. The world system will be making money, they will clap. If churches are making money, a foolish will ask me a question this morning. He says, sir, because I comment on all those nonsense that black man or very dark man was doing. He replied me, he says, sir, he's from Saple. He says, sir, can I ask you a question? I said, go. He said, 10 years ago, he said there are no more than he said we have no less than 5 churches. You see, when food talk, Mumu, 10 years ago we have thousands of churches in Sapele. He said 10 years ago we have less than 10 churches in Sapele. He said, and more than 1,000 companies. He said now we have thousands of churches and no companies in Sapele. He said why? Now is the church a problem? Then I highlighted, I said it is only a fool that goes to the market and play. That was my first reply. Then I went further to say, I said I am born and brought up in Saple. The bigger company we have in Saple there, AT&P, Flour Mill, Eternit, apart from this, no one again. The reason why, and Vitafoam here, the reason why all these companies they left was because of this excess payment of tax. This group we call collectors, this group we call. The company did not close because of excess payment of tax, they left Sapele. Of which we all know. And I told him, what is your impact? I have impact as a pastor. What is your impact in Sapele? I began to highlight some certain things. What is your impact? Not in Sapele, to your family. You understand? So in life, in essence, when you are poor, nobody will gossip you. When you are poor, they will not talk shit of you. But by the time you begin to succeed, those people, they are enemies of progress. And now, in essence, what they are fighting, they are praying in private to be like you. But in the public, they'll begin to come out and say all sorts of nonsense. In essence, I told him, everybody has freedom of speech. Yes. I said, but there is also freedom of consequence of what you say. There's also freedom of consequence of what you say. Waiting that they fight the church good so. In those days, they know they attack church like this. So where churches never enter the realm of prosperity. Oh. Because God is blessing churches now. Everybody want to talk and attack church. The more they talk, the more the church prosper. You thought you are attacking the church. You are making us popular. Because what you say have nothing to do with the church. So as you are succeeding, don't allow any idiot anywhere to talk you down. As you are climbing, don't allow any idiot to bring you down, because it's not easy to climb. As you're beginning to succeed, don't allow anybody, in spite of who that person is, maybe ranking difference or age difference, don't allow anybody to bring you down. You must be a risk taker, child of God. You must be a risk taker. Most frontliner are risk takers. Most frontliner you're talking about presently, they are risk takers. That's why you must be a risk taker. For you to go ahead and overtake as many that have been ahead of you, you must be a risk taker. Most world shakers, they are risk takers. So if you want to succeed in life and prosper, child of God, you must be a risk taker. If you desire to be at the top, you must be a risk taker. Africa have one discouraging adage, and that adage is, a bird at hand is twice two in the forest. A bird at hand is twice 10 in the bush. Or 1,000 naira at hand is more than the 10 billion naira ahead. This adage has caused a lot of people to fail today. A bird at hand, yes, but that bird at hand cannot satisfy your future. But a 1,000 naira and 1 million naira at hand cannot satisfy your future. But that billions and millions that you have not captured are the ones that will satisfy your future. In quotes, a woman had 10 coins by the parable of Jesus, and 1 coin lost. He went for the one that lost. So anything that you have not achieved, take the risk to get it. Take the risk to get it. Take the risk to get it. If you want to become a world shaker, if you want to become a frontliner, child of God, you must be a risk taker. You must be a risk taker. You must be a risk taker. How do I mean? There is no limit for risk takers. There is no limit for risk takers. Why? Risk takers break every edge. They break limits. They break barriers. They break it. You must be a risk taker. Esther chapter 3, verse 2. Haman was a man that had his place in the kingdom and before the king. A very prominent man. Whereby as Haman appeared, everybody they bow. One day he appeared, everybody went down. Mordecai refused to bow. I know who I am. Haman said, who is this one? You refuse to bow? You stranger in the land? That was when his anger began to kindle against Mordecai. And he had a plot to kill him. But he had a plot, but he could do nothing. Either he was the one that died. Why? He took the risk. So in other words, so many people, they are loyal to those that are supposed to be loyal to them. They bow down to those that are supposed to bow down to them. Mordecai said, I am on top. I know God. You did not know God. I can't know God and you are idol worshiper and begin to bow. And begin to bow. If you are a Christian, you are a believer, a spiritual father, you might be far older than me. If I see you from afar coming, I will stand up and honor you. I will stand up for you to sit. But if you are an unbeliever, an idol worshiper, you may be 10,000 years and maybe 1 year, I can never stand up for you to sit. Why? Believers are on top. I am on top. You must see yourself to be on top. You must be a risk taker. In Esther chapter 4, verse 10 to 11. When Esther became a queen, according to the law of the Persian, Anybody that disobey that law, instantly they kill him. The law of the medicine and the person is a law that is very rigid. So it has been said, when you are supposed not to see the king, if it is not your time, it's only the king's man. There is a law in the palace. Even you as the wife, you can't see your husband as a king anyhow. That day Esther took the risk. You must be a risk taker. He took the risk. And he break the protocol. He came before the king. The king surprised. You are not supposed to come. What is the problem? He said there's trouble in the palace. I have come to have a plea for the Jews. There's somebody that wants to kill the Jews. King Ahasuerus said, kill the Jews, and the Jews, they were his in-law. The family members and the people of Esther. Who is that person? He said, Amen. That was how Amen died. She took the risk to break the law just to see the king. We studied Daniel chapter 3, 16 to 18. The Bible said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They took the risk. They said, we not bow down before this body camp. They are showing them fire. There are some certain risks that you need to take for God to involve in your matter. And when you fail to take those risks, you will never see the intervention of God. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego say, we will never bow down before this golden calf. If God could not save us, let us die. The king and the king so much loved them. The king said, let's give them another chance. I would not like to kill them and destroy them. They beat and hit the gong again. They hit tambourine, they hit drum. As soon as everybody heard the sound, they bowed down. Only these three men were standing. And scripture said, they took them and they threw them into the fire, the burning furnace. Before they were there, because they were a risk taker, Jesus was already there. So if you are a risk taker, before you stand before that organ that is to favor you, Jesus is already there. If you are a risk taker, before you fight the battles of life, Jesus is already there taking care of the battle. If you are a risk taker, before you talk to your destiny, but please, I need assistance, God has already taken over his heart. In Daniel chapter 6, the Bible makes us to understand they made the law in the town, they made the law in the province, that no one should pray to any other God except the God of Nebuchadnezzar. The Bible says Daniel was there when the law was made. As soon as Daniel left the meeting, he climbed up here. I got to take the risk that will make people to know that I'm serving the living God. Listen, child of God, there are some risks you need to take for the one system to know that you are a carrier of the living God. There are some risks you need to take for the one system to know that you are serving the living God. And Daniel began to pray. He opened all the windows. He opened all the door. Mind you, child of God, the law was made because of Daniel, but Daniel prayed 3 times a day. Prayer is his lifestyle. Whenever Daniel wants to eat, before Daniel will eat the food, Daniel can pray for 3 hours for food that he want to consume for 1 minute. That has become his lifestyle. They made the law because of Daniel, but Daniel break the law. He break the law. How did he break the law? He took the risk. Because he took the risk, they placed him into the lion's den. The lion that was supposed to devour him, the lion became his friends. They lost appetite. They were looking at Daniel and they could do nothing. But there are men that refused to take the risk. And the king said, it seems as if the lion was hungry. Let's bring those other men that refused to take the risk just to break the law. For scripture make us to understand, they threw them into the den. Before they got to the den, lion has suspended them. He's a risk taker. Before leprous men, they took the risk. Instead of us to remain here and die of hunger, instead of us to go back to our own village and die of hunger, ahead of us is a camp of our enemies. They have food there, they have everything there. Let us go and face our enemies. If we die, we die. If we succeed, we succeed. Because they took the risk. Scripture says, and when God saw their decision, what decision have you made about your future? When God saw their decision, he commanded to hear the sound of army chariots coming, and he said, hey, said the Israelites had hired the Philistines against us, all of them. It was this fallen part and liberated Israel and conquered the hunger that were in Israel, brought wealth and prosperity back to Israel. What man that takes a risk? You must be a risk taker if you want to take your place in destiny. You must be a risk taker, I repeat, if you want to take your place in the future. You must be a risk taker. You must be a risk taker. Child of God, in First Samuel chapter 17, when you study verse 49, a young boy by 17 of age, he took the risk to come out and face giant. David came out. You must be a risk taker. And because he came out, he conquered the giant. The reason why many people fail to take risks is because of fear. Some guests are dying in that toxic relationship. Why? They lack the capacity to take risk. If I leave this boy now, he always give me for 500 naira every week. So who will be giving me this for 500 naira? This boy always is the one at least helping me, feeding me. You need to take risk. Let me just remain in that relationship. Let me just die there. May God forbid it. You need to take some certain risk in life. Fear has conquered the future of many people. What is fear? Fear is an acronym. First experience, appearing real. First experience, appearing real. So that thing you call fear, you have the capacity to conquer it. It is just appearing real. Fear is not real. What is real is confidence. Confidence is real. Number 2, invest in people. If you must create your future, learn how to invest in people. When you raise people, they will in turn raise you. When you raise people, they will in turn raise you. Learn how to raise people. Learn how to invest in people. In Genesis chapter 14, when you read study verse 14, scripture said before Abraham came, the enemies have invaded his camp and they captured his brothers, captured the wife, servant, everything, and they were going with it. And Abraham inquired of the Lord, and God said, follow. Go and recover. Now, this was what happened. Abraham had 360 servants that were born in his house. And thereafter, Abraham began to raise them, and he was training them to become fighters. He was training them to face battle. He was raising them to become warriors. And now Abraham, battle has arrived. The Bible said it was those 360 servants that he raised as a general. He called on them, let's pursue. He was not the only one that pursued. He called on the people that he has raised. It was the people that he has raised that helped him to recover. As Abraham and Lot cannot face his enemies. Learn how to raise people. If you have succeeded, don't succeed alone. Because if you succeed alone, if you fail, you will still fail alone. Any man that have raised people, even when he is broke, he have more than enough. Why? The people that he has raised will in turn raise him. You must learn how to raise people. If you are rising, don't rise alone. If you are succeeding, don't succeed alone. Learn how to raise people. Can I shock you? Even if Apostle John C. Suleiman refused to preach 1 month, he will not be stranded. Why? He has raised men that can preach. Even if my father, Apostle G.M. in Tama, refused to preach in 1 year, he will not be stranded because he has raised people that can preach. Even if I decide to say 1 month, 1 year, I will not preach, I will not be stranded. Jesus should not be stranded. Why? I have raised people that can preach. Learn how to raise people. Why? There is always a day of shaking. If you are shaking, as I said, people that you have raised will not give you stability. If you are standing alone, you will fall alone. If you hear me say again, learn how to raise people. That is why. That is how many people they are getting it wrong. Say, I be shaman, I be boss. You be shaman. That person you call boy is the source of your rising. Only one connection will push you into your future. It's not a connection, it's your boy connection. But that boy you call your boy, your wife or your girlfriend is playing with him. You are there. You are silent. You could not respond and resist. Anybody that is playing with anybody, you are raising. So shall you be silent or mute for your future. Raise people. Raise people. The northern area or the northern zone in this country, they are more populated. The north, they have more population, followed by the Yoruba, Tex, the Igbos. So the highest populated ethnic group in Nigeria is the north. That is ordinarily. Tinubu is not supposed to win Atiku. Why Atiku is from the north? Tinubu is not from the north. But this man was logical enough. He raised many governors. So he has asked this man to become a president in this country 25 years ago. So what was he doing this 25 years ago? Tinubu was raising governors. He will support this governor, put him into power. With his money and influence or affluence, everything, just empower him. So he had a lot of supporters. Men that he have raised in the north. That was not to secure the presidency. Learn how to raise people. Raise people. I love Jason and February. Many people say, and why could? Neither the judge said, I could. Jason and February. Now the daughter, as of assembly member, now as of red. Neither they get this country. Now lie you. If you are a businessman, raise your shite to be in that field. So that when you are weak or when you die, that legacy will be there. Now, she on an age February for some years now. It's not in government, but logically it's in government. Why the daughter is here? Raise people. Learn how to raise people. Raise people alike. When you're on top, try to make people on top. So many people, politicians that has experienced impeachment today was because they did not raise people. Nobody. They were just there hitting alone. So before they were planning on how to impeach them, at least before they can impeach you, you have to tell of the house. But you did not even have, just nobody could at least say no. Because you are hitting alone. Talk to your neighbor, don't hit alone. Raise people, child of God. Listen, develop people if you want to get to the top. Don't just develop yourself only. Learn how to develop people if you must get to the top. To live for self is to live for slave. To live for self is to live like a slave. To live for self is to live for less. To live for self is to live for small. So if you are living for self, you are establishing smallness. Don't live for self. Learn how to develop people. Learn how to raise people if you must succeed in life. If you are developing people, you are establishing pillars around you. If you are raising men, you are establishing giants around you. There is always a night hours for every man, whereby you cannot walk, whereby you not have strength to talk. But though you may be silent, but logically they are talking. Why? Those that you have raised, they are talking. Raise people. Raise people. Raise people. Abraham had men. He was training. That was why Abraham was great. Abraham had men. In those days, the robots, they will go into having many wives. Why are they having many wives? It's because of farming system. So that the wives, they born many children, they're going to feed the cultivate large portion of land, raising people. So Abraham succeeding in life, he made it in life because of people that he had raised. How do I know? If you have 1,000 servants, and that 1,000 servants is controlling 5,000 animals, taking care of them. But now if you have 1,000 servants, calculate that 5,000 animals times 10,000. You see how people grow. Raise men. Raise men. You don't have to raise people. To invest in people is to invest in the future. So investing in people is investing in your future. So you must learn how to invest in people. Anyone that is not investing in people is already resisting and disagreeing with his future. The degree to which you train people is a degree to which you reign in life. The degree to which you raise people is a degree to which you succeed in life. So if you must break forth and break in, you must learn how to raise people. Raise people. Raise people. It's like somebody that have a business place, nobody is working for you. So if you are not around, the place is already it's already shut. The door is on, the business, everything, nobody. So within the 2, 3, 4 hours that you are not on seat, before you know, you're already losing 5, 10, 15, 30, 40 millions. But if you have raised people on ground, that is what we call passive income. You may be sleeping, they are working money into your account. Raise people. Raise people. Raise people. Don't live for self. If you are living for self, you are living for someone. Number 3, put service ahead of status. Put service ahead of status. Your impact is more important than your income in life. Your impact. Why? It is your impact that determines your income. Your service. Your service. Wherever you find yourself rendering any service, render the service from your heart, from your spirit. The genuinity of rendering your service determines the qualitative life that you live. Render a genuine service, not eye service, genuine service from my heart, from yourself, from your spirit, and from yourself. Genuine service. Your service is more important. Forget about all those titles. It's nothing. It's your service that matters, not your title. It is your service. Many they are very professor, doctor, this. Forget about it. There are so many people. As a pastor, their title is just pastor. This, you don't finish. But some archbishop, bishop, doctor, reverend, doctor, professor, anagia, apostle. But look at them. They are not growing. But some might just say, Pastor James, this. Well, you can't compare that. Your service is important than your status. Your service. It is your service that makes you, not your status. Forget about status. It is your service that markets you. It is your service that empowers you. It is your service that energizes you, not your status. In Nehemiah chapter 1, when you read 3 verse 4, Nehemiah was in the palace when he heard that the wall of Jerusalem was broken down and the people were in desolation. The people were in tears and pain. Nehemiah went to the king. He said, please allow me to leave the palace and let me go to the wilderness. I want to go and build. I want to go and build. And when the king saw him, he said, this man, he perceives the service and he renders service. Who is Jeremiah? Jeremiah was the cupbearer to the king, and to become a cupbearer is a very dangerous task. Why? If the king is present, they will ask you. If the king is sick, they will suspect you. But now he's not leaving his office, so his life is at stake. Because if anything happened to the king on his behalf, people say, it's because he was not around. But he said, let me go. And when the king saw his passion for service, the king signed a letter. He said, as you are going, you will get to another kingdom. Give the letter. What was the letter? He said, permit Jeremiah and use all your men to cut wood to bring social things that they will use to support the building of the wall. And that is how we have Jeremiah reformation. Nehemiah rather, reformation. Service. Your service. Making a difference superior to making a living in life. Your service in life determine your reward with God. Your service in life determine your reward with God. Joseph he served generations. That was what God rewarded him. Joseph, he served generation. He served. Before you can become a general, no man has emerged great without service. Anyone that is successful today, they have submitted themselves to service. You don't want to serve anybody, you can't make it in life. No one has become great by not rendering service. But I learned a lot of people that have become great by rendering service. You are made by the service you make. Why? Your service gives you experience, and your experience makes you. Your service gives you experience. Service, child of God. Where you live, it's not as important as what you live for. Where you live is never as important as what you live for. You must live for something. You must be known for something. Even in the church, before God, before man, before your conscience, are you rendering genuine service to God? Are you rendering genuine service to God? Whenever you want to go to any party, clothes are available for you to wear. You select. You make choice of the one to put on. But when it is Sunday, my clothes are dirty. That was why I was not in church. When you are going to your own personal work, 8 on the dot, you are already there. You have assumed your work. You are already in your workplace. But in the church, now you can tell anytime you want to come. You think nobody can talk to you? Indiscipline will talk to you. Indiscipline will caution you. Why are you? If I begin to go around now, why are you late? Why are you late? Men will say, I sleep over. But when they go your personal work, you know they sleep over. You see how people are just toiling with God. There is always reward and consequence of what you do. There's always a reward and consequence of what you do. Genuine service is what makes you. God looks at the house of Isaiah. Who shall I send? Isaiah submitted himself. Isaiah chapter 6. Say, here am I, God, send me. It's not an easy task. The disciples say, your master, before I follow you, speaking to Jesus, let me go bury my dead father. He said, quiet, let the dead bury the dead, follow me. They obeyed. They leave their dead father. They follow Jesus. And the Bible said they followed Jesus without purse, without money. He said, but no one was stranded. Genuine service. God is the rewarder of service. Are you ready? Genuine service to God. Are you ready? Genuine service to God. Many people, they are even in the church. They are not here to serve God. Not the church, any church. There are some people like that. They are not in the church to serve. Around the world, the reason why they are in the church, just to look for little error from the pastor. As I am teaching right now, one blogger, I have never said anything wrong, but one blogger can just cut any little thing that I said. Go just cut am. He go look for another pastor or cut am. He go measure together. It will look as if me they can't wait till that pastor talk. And that was what they are doing to different men of God. Serve well. Serve well. There is reward in serving. Many are even in the church for just less than 2 hours, 3 hours. You will be here. Message is going on. They are busy pressing their phone. They are busy. That is why you see so many people for years they live empty life. They just live life. Oh, if now God they deal with you, go native doctor go through carries. Native doctor not the same. They're not the serious other. Unless now still man of God now go feel serious other. And they're not the big they serious other. So the dealing and the dealing that many people were experiencing today was because of their ingenuity in service. Some people, they are in the church. Say, guess they go that church. They say, guess they go that church. Make I go there, I go whether I go see one get collective, we close. They're not in the church because of service. Just to collect babe. Your service to God should be your priority if you want to succeed. If you want to break forth into your future, your service. Your service, child of God, your service. Number 4, maintain a poignant prayer life. Your stand with God at the place of prayer affects your stand in life. Your stand in God at the place of prayer affects your stand in life. Your buoyancy on the altar of prayer affects your business buoyancy, affects your financial buoyancy, affects your lifting and your buoyancy in life. Any man that can talk with God can talk to any man. The reason why you could not talk to that man, the reason why you could not talk to that woman was because you can't talk with God. He that can talk with God can talk with any man. A life of prayer is not what you wish, you act on it. You behave it. You behave it. Prayer, my dear, pray. Because the way, as you are trying to stand, powers are trying to press you down. You are trying to grow, they are trying to make you small. You are trying to make it. There are powers that are saying no. That is why you must always stand on the altar of prayer. That's what Scripture says. Men ought to pray and not to faint. Your prayer life. Your prayer life. Maintain a genuine prayer life. Your prayer quality affects the qualities of your life. Kingdom authority belongs to prayer men and women. Kingdom authority belongs to prayer men and women. Kingdom audacity belongs to prayer men and women. Kingdom voice belongs to prayer men and women. Kingdom attention belongs to prayer men and women. Pray your way into your future. Until you become it, don't be silent. That's why David said, I will not be silent until my change comes. Pray. If your voice is known to God at the altar of prayer, your voice will be heard on the earth at large. If your voice is known to God on the altar of prayer, your voice will be heard in the world at large. You must be a man where back packaged and rooted in prayer. If your future must be created. So prayer is one of the medium through which your future is created. Number 5, connect to the Father's blessing. Go to fathers in your choosing pursuit in life. Why you need a father? You need a father. In the Bible, so many kings that are not installed by prophets, they die mysterious death. They suffer. Even at their expense of becoming a king, they suffered. They fought war tirelessly. They were oppressed. That is why when Solomon was to take King David, he told Samuel, he said, take him to so place, anoint him, bless him to become the king. Jacob is a man that enjoyed the father's blessing. Jacob succeeded by the father's blessing. Reuben suffered because a father caused him. Please don't play with fathers. That's what I told us as a Christian. It's not because I'm a pastor. I hate talking against people. Talking at people's sources. If you want to live long, be careful of what you say about men of God. Why? Men of God may not be your pastor, they are fathers. Everybody are doing it, you must not do it. Be careful. Social media, we have freedom of. The freedom of voice we have, he have limit. You can go to Facebook, go to TikTok, go to anywhere and begin to attack men of God. But one good thing about it, you can't face them and say what you say on the internet. Every man of God and fathers, if you must enter your future and enjoy brightness, be submitted to fathers. Locate your fathers. Cherish your father. Learn how to manage fathers. Fathers are not perfect. Fathers also have shortcomings. So many people, they are always only seeing the weakness of their father, they are not seeing their strength. And perhaps the strength of the father is 90%, his weakness is 10%. Many are concentrating on the 10% than the 90%. Your father, in Genesis chapter 25, 5-6, the Bible says, and Abraham gave all that he had to his son Isaac. Abraham, this is the father blessing. So Isaac succeeded by the father's blessing. Abraham gave all that he had to his son Isaac. He said, but to other sons, just like Ishmael, he gave him gift and he drove him away. What he gave to him was the blessing. What he gave to Ishmael was a gift and he drove him away. So in other words, your father is the bearing to your future. For you to enter your future and create your future, learn how to develop yourself. The reason why many people enter the future with pain and they end up in the future without gain was because of lack of development, self-development. Develop yourself. One weakness I see in the life of men of God are only concerned praying to members, but they don't even pray for themselves. It's an error. It's still happening to me. Whenever I stand, I can spend time on my member, bless my member. But we don't pray for ourselves. But can I give you one revelation? If the auction is strong on us, our members is settled. As a man of God, if your case is settled with God, your members' case is settled. Whenever you are standing on the altar, you are releasing what you have. So many men of God, they are paid. So whenever they are saying you are blessed, not like they are transmitting what they have. It is what you have, your t-shirt. The reason sometimes we come and say somebody will buy car next week, they buy. I will talk to one person and say you don't have money now, but this is what we have. It happened. It is because it is what I have. God released that auction of prosperity on me. You can't give out what you did not have. You can't release what you did not have. So that is why you must develop yourself into what you need to have. Develop yourself. You want to enter the future. What is your understanding about the future? What do you know about the future? You don't enter. If you enter the future anyhow, the future will still live you anyhow. You will end up anyhow. Develop yourself. How many of you are reading books here? How many of you have from 1 or 2 articles that you are reading? We have good articles online. You don't even need to go to the shop and buy books any longer. That sometimes I spend 1 to 3 hours. I downloaded a lot of PDF file. I spend my time reading books. Read. Because what you know is what makes you. Develop yourself. If I begin to go around now, some of you, you only know where your father come from. You do not know the village of your mother. If not lie, let me come down. Some will begin to. So you don't even know the name of your grandfather, the father that gave birth to your mother. You're only used to that of your mother. You must. There's some certain thing you need to know. You don't need somebody to tell you. You develop yourself. The words you are pursuing, what is your understanding about words? So many people, they are pursuing what they lack understanding about. So the more you are pursuing the word more the word is running. Why? You lack understanding about the word. You are pursuing riches. The more you are pursuing riches, the more riches begin to fly. Increase speed. Why? You are chasing what you did not know. But if you develop yourself, you will not pursue it before you catch it. You use what you know to get what you need. Develop yourself. Why? Information is a basis of promotion. Information is the basis of promotion. Information is the root of protection. Information is the algorithm of expansion. So you need the right information for you to grow information. For the work of your hand to yield you profiting for the future. Information. And you can never get information without you developing yourself. You can't secure information without you developing yourself. If the future or the top is your dream, you must develop yourself. Why? No one gets into the future by coincidence. You create your future by revelation. Book of Proverbs chapter 24 verse 27 says, prepare thy work with heart, and make it fit for thyself in the field, and thereafter build your house. Prepare yourself, prepare thy work, and let it fit for thyself in the field, and thereafter build your house. Information. Many people, the more they work, the more they are hungry. The singularity was because they lack the appropriate information about what they are doing. Because if you get the right information about what you are doing, you will succeed in the future with what you do. Information. You need to develop yourself. Child of God, develop yourself for you to rise. Develop yourself for you to break forth and into the future. What you know so far is what has brought you to where you are right now. What you know so far in life is what has brought you to where you are right now. So if you must move from where you are, you need to know more. If you must move from where you are, you need to know what you have not known. If you must move from where you are, you must develop yourself. Where you are right now is the limit of what you have known. Develop yourself in order to go further than where you are right now. You must need deep realms of self-development. For example, a child in the primary school develop himself to launch into the secondary school, and a child in the secondary school develop himself to enter the university. So it takes self-development to yield promotion in life. So for you to get to the next level in life, child of God, develop yourself. Develop yourself. Galatians chapter 2 verse 2. He said, and I went by revelation. Apostle Paul said, I went by revelation. By revelation I went. To develop yourself, child of God, you must be committed to daily growth that is rooted in information and revelation. Develop yourself daily. It should be your lifestyle. Some of you are not developing yourself. Even that thing you are doing that will make you a future, you lack good revelations and information about it. You are just in there. The Bible says many are busybody, trying to get yourself busy. People might be thinking that you are doing, but you are not doing anything. Yourself and yourself, you know that you are not doing anything.
Develop yourself.
Develop yourself. I need the best man. I need the best man. How many books have you read about the quality of the best man or a good man or great man? This business I'm doing must move to the next phase. What is your information about the business you are doing for the business to move to the next phase in life? Information. Information. Develop yourself if you must go far. David was in the wilderness in 1 Samuel chapter 16. When you read verse 18 to 29, he was in the wilderness, but he had developed himself. From the wilderness, he entered the palace. Why? Someone in the palace, a servant, he came to the king. He said, there is somebody that knew how to play drum. What did you know how to do? It is what you know how to do that makes you. He said, there is somebody that knew how to play drum. David was in the wilderness. They sent for him. He found himself in the palace. He was playing drum. What took him to the palace was to play drum, but he ended up becoming an armor bearer, and at last he became a king. He developed himself. He became aware of the tactics of the palace, of the doings of the palace, of the lifestyle of the palace. So he developed himself. That makes him a king. Develop yourself. Develop yourself. Number 7, you need a vision. You need a vision. You need a vision. You cannot move from where you are until you see beyond what you are seeing. You can never move from where you are until you see beyond what you are seeing. What do you see about your future? What do you see about yourself? The reason why many of us we have not moved from where we are right now, what you have not seen enough. So where you are right now is as a result of where you are seeing. What seest thou, child of God? Your vision is paramount to your future. Whatever is not your vision cannot be your portion in life. Whatever is not your vision can never be your portion in life. If greatness is not your vision, it can never be your portion in life. If success is not your vision, it can never be your portion in life. If prosperity is not your vision, it can never be your portion in life. If having a successful marriage is not your vision, it can never be your portion in life. If becoming a politician is not your vision, it can never become a portion. If becoming great in life is not your vision, so until it becomes your vision, you cannot become it. You can never become a child of it. Make it your vision. You can never achieve in life what your heart has not conceived. You can never achieve in life what your heart has not conceived. For you to achieve it in life, your heart must conceive it. Anyone that says whatever will be lack a vision in life. Anyone that says whatever will be, such person lack a vision in life. And that is the language of so many people, even some of us under my voice. Whatever will be. That simply means who will be governor will be governor before, not lie. Who will succeed will be succeed, not lie. Who will make her before, not lie. Until you conceive it in your heart, you can never become it. That adage of whatever will be, you must kill it. You must have a vision. Whatever will be can never be until you have a vision. Nobody succeeds by luck. Nobody makes it by luck. People makes it by passion of what they conceived in their heart. Nobody succeeds by luck. Proverbs chapter 23 verse 7. For whatever you think in your heart, it says, so is you. Whatever you think in your heart, so is you. Can I tell you this? Be humble, but don't be sheep. Be humble, but don't be sheep. That is why you must conceive it in your heart that you are important. The Bible says there are some vessels that are unto honor, some are unto dishonor. Don't behave it as if you are a vessel that is dishonored. You are a vessel that is honored. You need to live in that realm. Live in that realm, child of God. Number 8, maintain a good character. Your character will make you. The depth of your character determines the height of your future in life. Anything can take you to any level in life, but it takes character to sustain you there. Your character in life, for you to be rich, your character. For you to be successful, your character. For you to have a good future, you must have a good character. Good character makes you. Right? Toxic character can destroy you. What made Esther the queen was good character. And what made Queen Vashti missed the throne was bad character. So she missed bad character give way for good one to come in. Some of us under my voice, you have lost 1 or 2 opportunities because of bad characters. You don't insult your destiny ever. You don't shout at your ever. Mr. Man, you are crazy. Don't talk at me that you think you are my God. There are some men that God has made your God, though. Don't be foolish and don't be stupid. There are some men that God has made your God. Lord, I want to be rich. I need favor. The favor will not fall from heaven. The favor is connected to the man. Many people, they lost it and they missed it because they insulted their destiny helper. They fought their destiny helper. They looked down on their destiny helper. Anybody that is in position to make you, you honor him so that you can get what you want. Somebody want to assist you with money. You are shouting at that. What's wrong with you? Was it because I am requesting money from you? It isn't only you take this life. You like, you give me, you like, you live. The person you don't like, he not give you now. You dey call me pastor. Pastor, I'm facing disappointment. Pastor, pray for me. And you know your problem. You don't insult your destiny ever. You honor your destiny ever. Good character sustain you. Genesis chapter 39, we read 7 to 9. Joseph had an opportunity to sleep with his master's wife. But he said, for me to do it another time. For me to do this thing, no problem. I accept any accusation you give to me. But it's within my conscience that I never did it. I'm ready to go to jail instead of me to sleep with you. Good character made Joseph. If you are to be some persons now, oh, now God help me. Now God favor you with evil. Good character will always make you. If you were the one that came before the king Pharaoh, and you interpreted the dream, and King Pharaoh is now asking, what shall we do? Will you not say, well, it's an opportunity. Okay, what will happen? The 7 years of abundance, they will save it. You are saying it not for the detriment of helping the people, but to capture everything, just as this politician are doing. Will you not steal the 7 years of abundance